Hey traders and investors, it's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, and it was Coinbase Day. So Coinbase debuted on the NASDAQ and valued at about $100 billion. So we'll look at that in just a second. We'll look at the chart for Coinbase, and just as a heads up, I'm going to do everything in one video today. MJ, broader market, and individual stocks. Got another doctor's appointment. Feeling a bit better today. I had some vertigo and I think it's inner ear infection or inner ear disease of some sort. So got an appointment with a specialist and going for a checkup there today. So hopefully everything is okay and I'll be back to normal here in a few days and weeks. But before we jump in, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. So we'll look at some news and events here on the day. Coinbase shares open at $381, hit a high of $429 on the NASDAQ, valuing the cryptocurrency exchange at about $100 billion. And this is unlike any other IPO, in my opinion. And I used the same comparison yesterday to the dot-com boom. When we saw all the dot-com companies go public, the difference is they weren't making any money. Like Pets.com, they weren't making any money. And the difference is with Coinbase is they're making billions and billions of dollars just each quarter. So there's a whole lot of weight behind that. And I think that Coinbase can easily achieve the $1 trillion valuation mark some point in the next few years. Let me know in the comments below what you think the potential of Coinbase is and how high do you think the share price can go. So as Coinbase debuts, Powell calls cryptocurrencies vehicles for speculation. That hasn't changed. I'm not sure why. I guess they're just trying to bring the prices down as much as possible so that they can load up even more. US rollout of the cure, the shots, I guess I should say, pace picks up as officials say Johnson & Johnson's pause will not slow the rollout. Also, Chinese Tesla rival XPeng Motors launches sedan with new driverless features as EV race heats up. We also saw that Amazon unveils new wireless earbuds that are smaller, cheaper, and have better noise cancellation. And the new ones are smaller and they start at $99. That's pretty incredible. Charlotte's Web prepares to extend its global brand, its MJ brand, beyond CBD. So this is a name that I'm very bullish on. I'm waiting on a lot of names, though, until we prove ourselves. But we could be nearing a bottom here in the MJ space. Maybe not for Aurora, though, as they lead the Canadian market share decline while other small companies gain. And that is very evident. We saw OGI with only like 14 million. Hexo had over 30 million in the last quarter. So that was a huge, huge switch there in terms of those. And then Hexo has a big goal. And they're bragging Hexo up here, saying the big winner was Hexo, which expanded its share of the overall market from 2.9% in the first quarter in 2020 to 6% 1 year later. In a statement provided by MJ Business Daily, Hexo Chief Financial Officer Trent McDonald said that the company aims to be among the top 2 licensed producers in Canada and measured by adult use sales. We're proud of our results to date. We've been working very hard to build market share organically while being active in M&A. So huge, huge. We also saw new drinks. So I'm pretty stoked about this. I did a video not too long ago, but now we got official confirmation that they should be rolling out over the next few months. We should start to see them. I would say that the Mola Lime will probably be out first, and then the House of Terpenes, and then maybe the other ones a little bit later on, as that is what happened the previous rollout. But let me know in the comments below if you're excited about this. But essentially we have the Valencine. I already did a video on that. We have the Molo 5 Lime. Doesn't say anything about the 2.5, but I know the 2.5 hasn't really been selling a whole lot. Doesn't make any sense to me. You can buy 2 2.5s for cheaper than 1.5. It ends up being 5 milligrams in the end anyway, and you get 2 Molos. So makes no sense to me. Plus I buy the drops and it ends up saving a ton of money. We also have, let's see, honey green iced tea, the Veryvel brand, so the more focused on CBD, and the Little Victory lemonade, which has been very, very popular. And I can't wait to try some Molo Lime and do some golfing. QC in our group mentioned that, and that sounds like some absolute fun to me. So moving on to the crypto space, we have been whipsawing. Not really sure. We're a little bit shaky here with SPY starting daily consolidation today. Also, if you checked out my video yesterday, I said, is tomorrow the day SPY finally sees a pullback in daily consolidation? And sure enough, we broke the low of yesterday today, and daily consolidation underway, and we'll look at some clues as to how we could have saw that coming and what gave me that inclination and why I had that gut feeling. So taking a look at Coin got as high as $429.54. So I told members that I was going to be waiting. I wasn't going to buy it right at the open. It was initially set at 250 and then opened here at, looks like it was 380.97. That's what I have here. And then we get as high as 429. We never lost the low of each 1 minute candle. So as soon as we lost the low of the previous candle, kind of like SPY on the daily chart, then 1 minute consolidation was underway. We saw a significant pullback. And then from then on, for about an hour and a half, a better part of an hour and a half, EMA 12 on that 1 minute was just an absolute rock solid brick wall. And if you just said, I will buy it when we close above, or when we change the trend and we close above the EMA 12, that yellow line. We never changed the 1 minute trend until we came down here. We hit a double bottom and then we changed the trend. We got above the EMA and then we saw an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross on the 1 minute. So even if you entered there off of that double bottom, that was a nice entry and we were oversold. We saw some bullish RSI divergence. The RSI was trending higher lows and higher highs while the price was trending lower highs and lower lows. So that was another signal. And if you would have entered there off that double bottom, that was a nice quick 11%. So I added to a couple long-term positions. I've got a couple shares, not a whole lot. I would like to add around $200 or below. And with SPY starting to potentially consolidate today, we're definitely at risk in my opinion. But I pointed this out on Bitcoin that we could see this ascending triangle break bull, and we did. And look where we came back down to test that horizontal line of resistance. Old resistance becomes new support, looks to be confirming support, so perfect back test. And the target of this weekly ascending triangle is about $80,000, which sounds pretty crazy. So XRP, XLM holding up relatively well as well. So I added to a couple of those positions as well to my long-term no touch after we pulled back about 20% on XRP. But Coin definitely stole the show today, and I had a question of what somebody in the group, they were asking, why has MJ completely slowed down? And in my opinion, that's because of Coin stealing the spotlight. It's because of crypto is running at the moment. So crypto and Coin, the market's at all-time highs. So what I think is going on is they were targeting, they don't want to run MJ because A, they're still buying and they're still net short. And when they're ready to let MJ run, what I think will happen is we'll start to see profit taking out of Coin and out of crypto, because a lot of the same people, the same demographic that trades crypto trades MJ. So what I think, while everybody's distracted with Coinbase and the IPO and the crypto space, I think they're slowly building their positions in MJ, and we could see some development on the Safe Banking Act at some point. That's my theory, and maybe we see something in regards to that in like the next week or two. We'll keep an eye out for it, but it should be due anytime, an update on the Safe Banking Act. So here was the clue. I'll just delete this line here. So we had a 4-hour rising wedge on SPY, and here was the clue. When we closed outside of it, that's when we knew to be looking the other way. And we also had the uptrend line. So I'll just remove these lines. So if we go out to the daily, we also lost the uptrend, the support trend line. And as soon as we lost that, that was the key, right? Using these real candle bodies, here was a little bit of a clue, but we closed back above it. Here we are closing outside of it. We came back, we tested, confirmed resistance. So old support became new resistance. And then here we went into daily consolidation. Question is this all the pullback that we get? Remind yourselves, we have a gap in the chart here at 40.67, and EMA 26 lines up well with 400 as well. But if we do continue consolidation tomorrow, we'll look for a potential EMA 12 test as the first potential bounce area. And we need to keep in mind, we're just looking for a higher low. We're not in a daily uptrend yet, but we could see a potential bull flag. If this is our temporary top, we could pull all the way back to about the 402 level and still be in a daily bull flag possibility. So I would even still consider it a possible bull flag if we filled the gap, but that would decrease the odds. I'd like to see us hold the 402 level to maintain the possibility of that daily bull flag. But massive, massive run. Congrats to the bulls. Congrats to the bullish of the bulls, because that has got to be a record. I've never seen anything like that. 13 days in a row with a higher low. Finally breaking today, but not by much. We had 411.12 support, and we got to 410.87, and then ultimately closed back above that at 411.45. So we'll see if this is just a daily bull flag and whether or not we see continuation, or if we get further daily consolidation tomorrow and a significant size pullback and gap fill. The dollar is still searching for its higher low compared to 91.30, favoring an equilibrium here. And we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, so just be cautious. The dollar is looking weak. IWM pulled back today at the same time. Tech was weak. Tech also gave us a little bit of a heads up today. I mentioned in the group, I said tech is weak. That is notable. And then what happened? We saw SPY fall off a cliff here as well. And then shortly after, crypto fell. And then you guessed it, Coinbase fell right after that. So it was like a chain reaction domino effect. And what gave us the clue was QQQ. And then we saw that just nasty sell-off on Coinbase. And from the high of the day to the low of the day, we were down almost 30%. So talk about some serious volatility in both directions. U.S. oil was strong as can be today. We're up over 4%. And just zooming out to the daily time frame, look at that move. That is impressive. We had resistance at 62.25. We are pulling back here now, hitting the top of the Bollinger Band. So we'll see if this is our potential temporary top, but we have a lack of resistance here up until the recent highs of 66.38 and 67.94, the most recent high, 52-week high. So silver tried to break the high of yesterday, but we failed, came back within that range, rejecting at EMA 26. We had resistance at 25.61. So if we can get over 25.61, that confirms a daily uptrend and trying to form a base of support there off of the EMAs. Gold is above its EMA, so it's a bit stronger, and we need to break resistance up at 1758 to confirm its daily uptrend. Biotech was strong today, the biotech sector, XBI, but we did pull back and close below EMA 12, so potential for a lower high being set here. And XLE closed the day green, not surprising, with oil strength, and we closed above the EMAs, so that is notable, but upper wick, increasing bull volume, and over the 20-period moving average, which is good to see. XLF pulled back. So again, all of these sectors pulled back. We had upper wicks on most of the daily time frames. And what does that mean? That means that SPY is likely going to see a pullback, and that's why we started daily consolidation. If we would have saw money leave QQQ and then XLF finished at the high of the day, or potentially was breaking to higher highs, then obviously SPY would have either been flat or somewhat green. But because that rotation wasn't there and all sectors were pulling back simultaneously, that is why we saw that bearish follow through. Tesla, we had a bull flag target on the daily of 775. We overshot it, which we tend to do. Something that we call out in our group all the time, that when we have a target, they tend to run it past just a little bit, just to suck in any last FOMO, right? And 775 was the bull flag target. We hit 780, and here we are closing near the low of the day. So a little bit bearish, just following QQQ and the overall broader market. And we'll see if we break the low of the day tomorrow and start daily consolidation. But at this point, we're in a daily uptrend on Tesla, and it looks like the weekly temporary bottom is set here at 591.01. And we haven't really changed anything on the weekly chart here. This wasn't really enough of a bounce. So we did lose, actually, we didn't even really have a downtrend confirmed yet either. So we didn't have a lower high into a lower low. So pretty choppy there, but EMA 12 was the signal, right, on the weekly. When we saw these upper wicks, we were rejecting, basing off EMA 26. And then here we go, got above, came back tested, and saw the final push there into the last couple of days into that bull flag. So congrats to the bulls on Tesla. I know quite a bit of people took that trade and that daily bull flag. So taking a look at the bull and the bear list today, we had Riot, SQ, DFLY, and Shop on the bull list. We had GME, AMC, and SU. So it's going to be a volatile day when you have GME up at the leading the pack. On the MJ side, on the Canadian side, we had OGI, SNDL, and NSP leading the decline. On the bull list, we had none. So that is notable. So taking a look at a couple of these major names, So Aurora is absolutely weak. Weekly downtrend. APHA. So weekly downtrend as well, but holding EMA 26. CGC weekly downtrend, lost EMA 26, so weaker. Hexo still yet to test 558 support, and I did add today. It's at 578, and it was about 20 cents away from support. I added look after it held EMA 26, and we've still yet to confirm a weekly downtrend, and I will add another position to my long-term position. If we lose 558, try to get it around $5 or below. So moving on, Tilray, weekly downtrend and still trying to hold EMA 26. So if we can close above EMA 26 at 1776 by the end of the week, that'll be bullish. So taking a look at the US side, on the bear list we had MJNA, BAM, and BEV. On the bull list we had TerraSend, BioHarvest, and CARA. TAUG also had a nice day today, TrueLeave. CXXI, I added to my CXXI position as well. So we had support at $1.35. We had a low of $1.36. So I said, sign me up. Could see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. But again, just a smaller position. I would add if we lost $1 after 135, there's no weekly support down until about 68 cents. And keep in mind, we are in a weekly downtrend with a lower high and a lower low. And basically just following the overall sector. MSOS confirmed a weekly downtrend a long time ago. And we're just looking for that daily higher low that we've been scouting, likely forming a tightening range and equilibrium as well. But looking for that higher low compared to 38.80. And if we break 44.68 resistance, then we would confirm a daily uptrend. But EMA 12 is going to be the first point of target here. If we can get above that, then we'll target EMA 26 up around 43.50, and then 44.68, and then a lack of resistance up to 49.20 and 50 psychological. So thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Have yourselves a fantastic evening, and we'll see you tomorrow after market close.